So you've interviewed all these guys. You've interviewed probably all of the major figures.
Yeah,
now
most of
the major figures. Is there any one person that you never got to interview that may be gone or is out there that you still haven't interviewed?
I've never interviewed Eminem.
Really?
Never interviewed Eminem. Yeah, that's the one guy. And I've never truly interviewed Dr. Dre. I've met Dr. Dre, but I've never interviewed either one of them in a sit-down interview. So I'm trying to get that done.
Eminem, Dre, you hear him, right?
By the way, I was hanging out with you and your brothers at New with my best friend at the time, Chris Brown, Gamma Sigma.
Right.
Said, man, I'm going to Philly. I'm going to meet Eminem. And I was like, we were both at Lincoln, and I said, nah, I'm going to stay here. And he went and he met Eminem. And
that could have been a connect.
That could have been, yeah, definitely.
Wow,
Yep.
wow. So what do you think about the state of hip-hop today?
I think it's healthy, man. I think the state of hip hop is good. I think it's there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of things to be unhappy about. But if you're looking for a certain type of hip hop, I think that you can find it. It may take some work on your part, which I think we used to do naturally. If you want to focus on the negative, that's what you're going to see mostly. My main concern with hip hop now is that not enough of us, not enough people from the soil, as you put it, are involved in the culture from a business perspective.
Okay.
So many of us want to be rappers, so many of us want to be artists, but not enough of us want to be the executive or the business person or the person that promotes the...
Well, you would think, like, Russell Simmons kind of changed a little bit of that with, Russell and Run DMC, they kind of changed that, because they were the first to kind of put, when they realized that they were referencing Adidas and making money for Adidas and everybody else, and then next thing you know, Russell's like, okay, we need to have Fat Farm and we need to do these other things. So,
well, think about it. Russell Simmons, his day was 25 years, let's say 25.
Right.
To be nice, but really it was before that. It was longer than that. And that 90s era was the mogul era. That was the period of time where they didn't know our culture, they were figuring it out, and they needed one of us to usher in to their company, their house, oftentimes, our culture. And then they were able to properly market it, manage it, almost even sometimes guide it. You know what I mean? Because remember, the late 80s, early 90s, a lot of conscious hip hop was coming out at that time. By the late 90s, not so much. A lot of the, more street, gangster rap became more prominent.
Do you think there's a chance for, I can't say conscious rap, I mean, I think that era is gone, right?
It's not going.
Are we going to see more rappers?
I think so.
That are touching on real subjects?
Yeah, I think so. I just interviewed an artist named AJ McQueen.
Okay.
I met him years ago. I'm tapped into other artists like Coda the Friend, like D Smoke, D1. There's a whole community of very conscious and also talented artists as well. I think what conscious artists have to remember, it's music. So it has to be enjoyable to hear.
Right.
Your beats have to be tight.
And that's usually the issue. You got banging lyrics, but you've got horrible production.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not all the time, and sometimes you just want to turn up. Like, you don't necessarily want to hear
being preached to.
Right, exactly. Okay. And if you think about the artists that we grew up on, most of them knew that balance. KRS-One, he knew that balance.
Right.
Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Public Enemy, they knew that balance. They all understood that there's a kinship with common people and the conscious community.
Right.
Where's the balance?
Right.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe now for more content from the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha. 06.